There's quite a few things that you can learn from what we have done. Like, we didn't go into this knowing that it was agritourism. But once we got into it and we saw that we can actually bring people down to the farm, and that people now want this. People want to come back to the farm. They want to be able to see where their food is produced. During the summer months in June and July, we have just open farm tours for people. Not only do we the kids, we have over 8,000 school kids that come through a year, but now in June and July, we have people that just come through that are just coming out, and they're wanting to know where their food comes from. And I think that there's such a big thing on this, and I think other producers can take this and take it to where it makes a difference for them, that they can add some extra money. We had 8,000 kids go through last year at $6 a piece. I mean, that's $48,000, and I'm the main guy that does the tours. So if you're interested in something like this and you feel comfortable doing something like this, it is a viable option, but you have to embrace it. If you're selling your milk and you're selling it to a co-op, you really lose that connectedness with the consumer. With us, branding is the most important thing that we do, because when they see milk out there, or say they see our ice cream or our milk, I want them to think of us. I want them to think of the family farm. I want them to think of the farmer that is producing that product, and that it doesn't come from a store. It does come from a store, but it comes from the farmer, and without the farmer, there's not going to be anything at the store. The economic impact of a branding and doing a branding well, it's going to run across the board. I know for our milk, we're selling our milk for $2.95 a half gallon. The milk is usually around 30 to 40 cents cheaper than that in the store of a co-op brand, because I've got the story to go with mine, and that makes a huge difference if you're trying to brand a product. Every single one of the producers that are out there, they should accept some of the responsibility to educate the consumer, because I think if you look at it now, we're getting like the third or fourth generation removed from the farms. We do motor coaches, and even the motor coach folks are interested to see what a family is doing today compared to what they might have done 50, 60 years ago. So it's very important. It's very important. Each individual dairy farmer needs to take it upon himself to do some of it, either by Facebook or Twitter, or getting out and speaking to the Kiwanis Club or whatever it is, because we're concerned about the message that is put out, but we're the ones that need to be putting the message out. We don't need to have anybody else speaking for us. We need to do it ourselves, because we can do it better than anybody else can. There is a tremendous reason to do something like this and come to an event like the Alltech Global 500. It's just like when we started the ice cream store, I would have people that would come up to me and they would say, "What are you building?" And I said, "I'm building an ice cream store." And they would look at me like I was crazy. But you come to places like this and you get ideas of what other people are doing and things that are possible that you might not realize are possible until you come to an event like this. And then you're able to see things that people have done and things that work, so you're not going into it with blinders on.